Hey, welcome back. In this video, we're going to look at a command called cd, which stands for change directory. This is how we can move both forward and backwards through our file and folder structure using the command line. So if we have this same folder structure where we have our root directory and then a users directory and then cult directory, which is the home directory, inside of that there's another folder or directory called stuff. If I was currently located in this directory, which we actually don't know how to do yet, because when we open a PowerShell, we're stuck in the home directory. But suppose we were here. If I wanted to just double check where I was, I could type pwd. It tells me user/cult/stuff. And when I'm saying slash, I do mean backslash. On a Mac or a Linux system, it actually is a /, which is one of the main differences. So if you do see me typing paths, I'll be using /s in most of the course. Just know that that should be a backslash for you if you're on a PC. Anyway, I type pwd, I get proof that I am indeed in the stuff directory. And if I typed cd and then \users, that would take me all the way back, change directory, into this directory. So that moves me here. And to verify, I could type pwd again, and I see the path has changed. I'm now in users. I'm no longer in stuff. And that's one way of using cd. It's called navigating absolutely, where I type the entire path. I couldn't just say cd users from here. I have to say \users, because that's the absolute path. / for the root directory, then users. Same thing with cult. I couldn't just go from stuff and say cd cult. I would have to say cd \users \cult. Or what I'm going to show you in the next slide is an alternative way to navigate relatively using your current position. So imagine I had the same scenario and users directory, cult directory, stuff directory. If I'm currently in the stuff directory and I want to go back to the cult directory, I don't have to type cd \users / \cult. I can type cd ... is a special little command that just means go back one level, one folder. Every time I type cd ... it backs me out one level until I can go no further. And if I typed pwd again, I would now see \users \cult. I'm in the home directory. And before I demo this in the PowerShell, just recapping, to see what's inside, to see the contents of a directory, we can use ls. And it just lists all the contents as well as the last time that they were altered, time and date. Okay, now I'm in my PowerShell and we're in our default home directory. If I type ls to see what folders I have in front of me, I see there's a desktop directory. So why don't I change directory into desktop? And if I type d or desk and then hit tab, you can see what happens for me. It actually auto-completes it. I'll try that again. cd d, and it's case insensitive, so I can do d lowercase. I hit tab, it auto-completes to match that folder. The dot, by the way, stands for the current directory. So ... means go back one level. Dot means the current folder, and then whatever's in front of it. So / desktop should take me to desktop. And if I type pwd, you can see I'm indeed on the desktop, inside of the cult home directory, inside of users, inside of the root. And if I type ls, there are two folders in here. Let's go into the stuff directory. If I wanted to, I could actually take a peek at what's in there from outside. If I type ls stuff, and it tells me, all right, it's just a bunch of stuff I moved into there to hide from you on my desktop. Nothing scandalous, just a bunch of like screencast recording files, some random clutter on my desktop. At any point, by the way, you can type clear to clear your PowerShell. I'll do that a lot in the course, just as things start to move down and get cluttered. So ls again, let's change into cult's code. And all I had to do was type c and hit tab, type ls again. Now I can see there's a single file in there. So once we learn how to actually run code, I mean, it's not that hard. It's just the word Python and then mycode.py, which is the file. You probably don't have Python installed yet, But if you did, this would work, and this is our bread and butter of the course. We'll edit a bunch of files, type a bunch of code, then navigate to them, so find them using cd and ls, and then execute them. And that's what I get here, as we've already seen. So now let's work on going backwards. I'm currently in Colt's code on the desktop. Let's say I want to just go back to the desktop. It's just a matter of cd ... And now if I type, you can see the prompt change to show me that, but if I type pwd, I am indeed on the desktop. If I type ls, I have the 2 folders that are on my desktop. That's it. If I want to go back one level again, cd ... I'm now in my home directory. /users /Colt. Type ls. Let's go back one level again. Where will this take me? To the users directory. And one more time, I'm now in the root. So you probably won't spend much time in your root directory, but this is what it looks like. If you type pwd, it just shows us /. That's where we are. As a shortcut, if I wanted to get back to my home directory, I could just close the window down and open a new one, and it would automatically be there. I don't have to do / and then users / my name, Colt. I can also do cd tilde, that little shortcut we saw, and that takes me straight there. So referencing tilde always references the home directory. And I type ls, I'm there. If I wanted to go back to the root, like I said, you probably won't do this often, you can do cd /, and that takes me right there. I type pwd, that's where I am. So let's go back to the desktop now. I have a lot of ways of getting there. I could cd one step at a time. cd users, hit enter. cd desktop, or cd Colt, then cd desktop. I could also do cd and do the entire absolute path, / users / Colt / desktop. And finally, I could also do cd tilde / desktop, and it auto-completed to this. So I'll show you one more time. cd tilde / desktop. I hit tab, and it auto-fills it in, and now I'm on the desktop. Okay, so I know it's been a whirlwind if you are new to this. In my experience, it takes students a little while, at least my in-person students, it takes them a while to get comfortable using the command line, especially if they've never used it before. So just take some time and explore your own file structure on your own. You probably have a lot more files on your computer than I do. I don't really use this PC very much, mainly for recording this type of video, to be honest. So it will be more exciting for you to follow, look at your own files and folders and explore what happens. Then after this, there's a quick quiz. The whole goal is just to make sure that you're comfortable using these commands. And then we have a couple more commands, just 2, and then we're done. And we move on to Python.